They changed this interface. Alright, good. Sound rectified. That's awesome. Alright, hey everybody. Hope you're all doing well. It's Chanchai, and yeah, it's Tuesday, April 16th, and we're gonna do a session with Tricky. She should be available very soon. I started this a bit late because resting my back. My back's doing a lot better today, but it's been, not so great. Sunday was really bad. And then, but I've been resting the last couple of days. Rest just before coming onto the stream here. So I hope everyone's doing really well. I haven't sparred with Tricky in like a month and a half, but it should be a lot of fun and a lot to work on still. But let's see how we do. And yeah. Otherwise, VF is treating me great, and yeah, everything else is good except for my back. So, yeah, let's see. It's middle of April, so hope everyone's doing well. Hope the allergies hasn't been bugging people too much. It's really hitting my son a bit. So my son's been getting allergies. Tomorrow is my wife's birthday, so looking forward to that. Be celebrating most of the day, so I'm definitely gonna rest like a lot tonight to hopefully so that my back will be good all day tomorrow. Let's see here. We got like Sancha Akira playing Brad, Kagemaru M playing as Brad, but really good intense battle here on VFTV. Let's see if I've got any messages from anyone right now. So far so good. Fun topic on that. Hey, Lightwing Dragon, good to see you. Thank you very much. Fun topic. A lot more people have gotten used to Tekken 8's training mode, including our Panda, and so because of that, some people are feeling the age of this game's training mode, because this game's training mode is about more or less 12 years old, and so while quite good for its time, Tekken 7 really, by the end of Tekken 7's life, they've improved their training mode. They added frame data also, but they improved a lot of features. And Tekken 8, more and more people now know how to use the training mode, especially with if you have channels like, Tricky's channel, but also like FDX's channel. FDX has done a really good job of explaining to people how to use Tekken's training mode to do trips. So yeah, no problem. We'll see you very soon, Tricky. But yeah, so channels like Tricky Eileen's as well as FDX have really shown people how to use, and of course many other Tekken streamers have shown how to use training mode, but I think VDX really does a good job of getting people to utilize it in many different particular use cases that they would like to. And I think that's helped a lot of people understand that, because I think the intimidating aspect of Tekken's training mode is the menu itself. Once you get past that, when somebody shows you how to use it, then yeah, it's really great, and it looks less overwhelming. But so now, in our discords we do see people that kind of wish they had Tekken's training mode in Virtua Fighter. The training mode in this game, again, it's a 12-year-old training mode, so for its time, very nice, though training modes have definitely improved a lot in a lot of fighting games. And so now, of course, the bar has really been raised a lot, and so the next Virtua Fighter, we're hopefully, we really want at least as good of a training mode as any other fighting game. I still like the training. I still use the training mode in this game like a lot, but you do have to do a lot of work yourself. You have to train some situations. If you're going a certain amount of hits in, you might have to reverse train. You might have to play as the opposite character, just to test the situation out, because you're going to record one. But it's what it is. But it's still incredibly useful. But we're looking forward to better in a new Virtua Fighter game. Let's see here. Blurring, good to see you. Thank you very much for the raid. I hope you had a really good session today. Really hope you're doing really well. And it sounds like some people are getting ready for Texas Showdown, so I'm excited. I think I heard that Gentleman Thief might be at Texas Showdown, so that's going to be amazing. That's like in a week and a half. So that'll be really cool. So you guys should all have a real good time. Make use of having an awesome guest in Texas. And yeah, should be some exciting VF and a lot of casuals too, hopefully. So, let's see. Alright. Julieta Serra versus Ongbak 053. Love Ongbak. Ongbak was a film around 2006, 2007, featuring Tony Jaa. It was quite an amazing film. Before the raid, the Ongbak had been a film that had made international martial arts films even more exciting. Right? The raid, of course, has really upped it from Indonesia about 5 years after that, 5 or 6 years after that. So. Online training mode with a friend would be awesome. I'm reading Tango Man's comment. I agree. So Ultimate Street Fighter 4 had online training. That would have been cool. Yeah, I would like that to be a thing. Even though that's kind of like that's like less than the 1% of gamers that will use it, but we would use it. That would be awesome. Though you can do remote play on training mode and have the other player play the CPU. I'll tell them that. We're going to be doing a rooms very, very soon. Be just a moment here. But we're going to watch a little bit of VFTV while we're waiting. Let's see. Alright. As Jeffrey had the reads, this Jackie was moving all over, but Jeffrey had the reads. Got him with a huge knee. Alright, we got Texas Leon versus Giga Phoenix. This should be really, really fun. Both of these players very, very fun. Both of these players press a bit hard with an advanced read. Texas Leon uses a lot of uppercut. And Giga Phoenix is often very creative in handling their reads and trying to set up situations where you kind of play into their reads. So let's see how this goes. Texas Leon's being very cautious, very good to do against Vanessa. Vanessa can really cut off a lot of options. So right now, defense stance. So let's see, which would cut off a lot of options. All right, good use of KK here. It was a counter hit, so I don't know if it was stepping to the front that did it. You can avoid the stepping to the back, which is the main side to step to against Leon. Is how you avoid kick also. Man, they play very fast, and that was a really, really good use of 6K. 6K is really good against Vanessa, especially defense stance Vanessa. The reason being that Vanessa can do a lot of like sabaki against a lot of moves, but when you do mid kicks, it narrows down how many sabaki she can use to deal with that. Alright, see the usual KK, it gets a side hit, leads into a side counter hit. It's a very dangerous situation to attack in. Alright, very good ducking here. Alright, Texas Leon is a very aggressive Leon. Alright, and they take it. Alright, good battle. It's good. The 6P plus K counter hit. To avoid that PKP, you gotta duck. You can use a crouching attack. You can use a Sabaki attack as well. Because you can attack, you can duck, you just cannot guard and you cannot evade. The reason you cannot guard and the reason you cannot evade is because of the side turn being the amount of frame advantage from the 6P plus K on the counter hit. So, combined with being side turn. And side turn requires about an additional 3 frames to reorient yourself. Let's see. Is this a Jason elbow? Let's see. Could be else. There's a few that use. Nope, Texas Leon. Alright, with most superb. So the return of Texas Leon on VFTV. Alright, assertive use of 2KK, but he did confirm that. He saw that Jackie was spamming the kick, so he knew that he would get the 2K follow-up, and did not do the dangerous to do K plus G follow-up, which only works if you are getting a counter hit. So this is really good because it looked like a recovery hit. It did turn out to counter hit the second, but again, better to do the 2KK. It's too hard to do. The 2K, K plus G, there are situations where you can see it happening, but, you know, for me that's like plus 8-ish. But a lot of times I'm just greedy, so you should never really go for that unless you're 100% sure that you've got the counter hit. Alright, the dangers of backdash on taco stage. It's really dangerous to do a straight backdash on taco stage. It's just scary to get called out by it too. The aggressive style is very dangerous to do against Jackie. If a Jackie player is able to do the beat knuckle combo, that alone is just so scary to do a Bari. Very nice. Yeah, I think Texas Leon is even more aggressive than I currently am, but as aggressive as I generally was. So it's good stuff. All right. Let's see how everything's going here. Sorry, just funny stuff that was being said on the VF Discord. It's actually pretty funny. Alright, we got Bannock versus the Rock Reaper. Excellent. Bannock's Lei Fei is very strong. Yeah, 6k, but she's gonna punish you if you ever try to evade to the front. Really tough. It's really tough because of El Blaze's range here. Right. Bannock's Lei Fei really is keeping the Rock Reaper at that range, at least at those moments. Okay, here's much more close up, so this is fighting at Reaper's range. Now the hard part is Reaper's style is very, very moral, and Bannock I think knows that. So Bannock is, and Lei Fei can be very frustrating too in that sense. So, some of the tools I'm trying to utilize against Lei Fei, right? I'm trying to follow the shield pun countermeasures. So it means you do a lot of standing guard, forward, throw, escape. Okay. On top of that, with each stance you have like a certain kind of plan of defense with it. You try not to evade too much, and you try not to low punch too much against Lei Fei, right? That's like, so the biggest reasons that I think a lot of Lei Feis have really wrecked me a lot of times is because I like to evade, because I like to low punch. So then you have to like not do those things against Lei Fei. When Lei Fei is in the down stance, the Haishiki, try to evade the, you know, he'll almost always do P plus K. Try to avoid the second one. If you avoid it early, you can punish it with a punch, with a jab string, but otherwise, if you think you evaded it kind of late, then, you know, maybe small pressure, but you got to be very careful and otherwise defend. But evading that second punch is really good. If Lei Fei is in the up stance, I'll call it up stance because it's got quite a name, then train yourself to be able to break the stagger on the low kick. That way he doesn't have as much threats to you. And if you're able to break that stagger, his mix-up is much harder for him to do. When he does that spin kick into the stance, when that happens, try to space it out. Backdash or evade are both good. Backdash evade is pretty good. So I'm working on that as well. And then try to get into a position to punish what they want to do there. But try to get out of that, try to disengage that situation with like a backdash evade. And so those are kind of the key points. There's other nuances, but really those are key points. Also, you can crouch dash against the roll. Hey Tricky, how are you doing? Can you hear me okay? Sorry, my phone is bugging out. Give me a moment for my phone to figure this stuff out. I apologize. Okay, I think we're good. I think...
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I can hear you now. Hey, Green Lantern 99. Is that Kung Fu Hustle? Kung Fu Hustle, good to see you. How you doing? Anyways, Tricky, I am doing well. How have you been doing?
I've been doing great. I'm just getting set up over here. I'm just about set up fully. I just need to change my display so I can see the game, and then we're ready to go. Sorry for the wait, but you know how it is.
Yeah. Well, same. I was off to a late start myself because my back has been bad for the last 3 days, so I've been resting it a lot and going for walks and stretching. I don't know. I suspect that I had a mild herniation of like at the tailbone, maybe like a disc at the
Damn.
tailbone. So because it was feeling a bit like bulging and tender over there a couple
Yep.
days ago. It's better now. Like it's like subsided. So it's just more of a take good care of your back kind of thing, Don't sit for too long,
Yeah.
Go walk, go lie down, go walk, that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I've heard shifting in your seat is supposed to be good for you.
shifting in the
So you
seat.
do, or
Okay.
yeah, shifting and moving. But the problem isn't so much. So this is what I've heard, and I don't know 100%. This is just what I've gotten told is that it's the static movement. It's the lack of movement. So apparently, shifting in your seat helps a lot.
That
It's
would
changing whether.
definitely adjust the load. So that would make a
Yeah,
sense
right.
because a lot of times a herniation is like constant pinpoint pressure on the same spot, right? causing a rupture on a weak spot, right?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it logically just makes sense.
Yeah. The one thing I would say, I do not. Whenever you're feeling like this, I 100% do not recommend chiropractic manipulation because I did that one long time ago, and that in my experience that made it worse, right? And that's because if you've got a situation like a herniated disc, chiropractic manipulation could basically squeeze it out, right? So it's like
That sounds horrible, actually.
yeah, it's like yeah, chiropractic manipulation might work in other cases, but it's kind of a violent approach towards realigning, someone's structure of the back.
Fine.
So
Yeah. Right.
so
You wouldn't want to do that to yourself.
sometimes
So,
sometimes there's not a time for a deep pressure massage kind of solution, so
right.
so that's my non-professional opinion, but it is based on an experience,
Yeah. I've heard similar things from doctors as well. I'm not that kind of a doctor, so I don't know.
Yeah.
There may be concerns. I'm in the game,
Okay.
so I'm going to make a room.
Sounds
9,000
good.
our password, as always.
Excellent.
And we can get.
Having too much fun seeing a match of Massa Red on right now, and that's a friend of mine who used to be in the Pacific Northwest, but is in good old Japan now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's wonderful seeing Massa Red being able to play VF. It's a good sign usually. Usually means that they're probably not in a crazy crunch time, so it's good.
What do they do that crunches them so much?
They're a project manager at Nintendo, so they work on a lot of games we love. Actually, mostly the Metroid series would be the more popular examples, but they've worked on quite a few that we love. But
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, and last year when I was in Japan, I was supposed to see him, but work sent him on a business trip to the Pacific Northwest, like when I was in Japan. So so that was kind of funny. But
Fascinating.
yeah, but I miss that guy, and so I'm just happy seeing him play VF. He plays a really mean shun, so I know that players like Denkai have good memories fighting him in vanilla. So they must have had shun versus shun battles.
Okay, so yeah, he was in the States at some point, right?
Yeah.
I recognize that name. I think I fought him before as well, actually.
Yeah, he had quite an online presence, and I used to bug him to go to tournaments in Seattle when they had him, so he did do those too. He's yeah, he moved to Japan maybe 2014 or so, 2014,
Okay.
2015. But yeah,
Have you found the room?
I am joining the room now. Yes.
Okay. I was wasn't sure whether maybe there was an error happening.
Oh.
That happens. That does happen sometimes.
Oh, right now maybe because that was weird.
Am I not joined?
Okay, let's join. I'm hitting the wrong button. That's me. Sorry about that. It was a user error. I was hitting circle instead of R2. So.
Yeah. Good old user errors.
Yeah. Alright.
I have it set to Versa 10.
Okay.
And let me.
I like
make
random
sure.
stage. Random stage is good. Let's see.
Yeah. I think it will keep the stage, or it might switch. I think it's going to switch the stage each time.
Yeah,
potentially.
I like that. Either way is good, though. Either way is good.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I've only made the switch not because it's better, but because it's easier to talk to chat.
Yeah.
It's easier on me as a streamer.
I agree. No, I agree with that flow. You know, there are some games that have really good stream flow, and there are some games that are brutal. Right? VF can be brutal if you don't know how to talk while playing VF. Right? So
Right.
that downtime's awesome. Yeah. There was a card game that I really loved. The card game I loved was Legends of Runeterra. It was the League of Legends Magic the Gathering alternative, and it is fantastic when it was focused on multiplayer. And there we go. I picked a slow attack when you picked a slow attack.
Nice.
No, it's not enough.
Nice.
Thanks. I'm trying to execute on your lessons. So
I'm seeing that.
That was a little risky, though. Let's remember how Eileen works. I fought a good Eileen also in Hong Kong, though. So both you and, you know, Jimmy PKG are so strong. So that's great.
Oh, we get to fight Jimmy offline?
Jimmy PKG. It's not the same as Jimmy Claymore. PKG
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I know
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, that's who I met in Hong
Right
Kong.
online?
Yeah. Yeah, I fought them in Hong Kong. They are insanely strong. Yeah.
I love it.
Like, they're too humble to say that, by the way. They will never say that.
Mhm.
There you go. Alright. Let's see. That's so scary.
Yep.
Nice rush. The moment I tackled, I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, I was like, this is going to be perfect timing, so you can't evade it, hopefully.
Cannot evade. No, that looked perfect to me. So once I saw the motion, I'm just like, yeah, I know I've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
Oh, how did you enjoy the? You had a week with Juicebox, almost a week, right? And so.
Yeah, he was here for 2 weeks.
Oh,
It was
that's
fun. It was a good time. I was busy the first week he was here, but the second week I was a lot more available. Actually, so we after Toya we played like the day afterwards, and then we played Tekken, and then he was all video gamed out for the week, and he just kind of saw the city the rest of the time because he didn't get to see the city at all this first time he came to New York.
Yeah.
So he got to actually be like a tourist and do the touristy thing, which was a high for him.
That's a side.
Yeah. Second time.
That was a little better.
Yeah.
Awesome. No, that's wonderful to hear about his time in New York.
Yeah, I have to actually focus kind of hard today because you're
I'm trying.
talking yourself while we play at the moment. I need to get back in my flow. Yeah, you're causing me to use a lot of resources in my brain.
Yeah, I'm starting to see another resource to use, but we'll see if I can get there.
Yeah. Too slow.
Good. Yeah, really good. Really good. That is breakable though, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I can avoid the sidekick, but I have to breach that.
Fast. Yeah.
Hey, Punker, it is a good day to play VF. Yes, indeed. And Jimmy Claymore, also, thank you very much for the cheers. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, like go ahead. I was just gonna say that Jimmy PKG is, like yourself, a player that aspires to play minimal risk, maximum information. Eileen.
It's so hard.
It's so hard. It's so hard. It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
But it does leverage her skills like in amazing ways, right? She's got normal hit launchers. She's got she can crush anything if she reads, but she doesn't need to read. Like he doesn't want to read if he doesn't have to, just like you, right? It's like don't want to read unless I have to. But I mean, you can use reads in safe ways until the opponent becomes that much of a threat.
Right. You don't. If you could do the same thing without making a read, why would you make a read for it? Because you might be wrong, right?
Right. Okay.
Secret X, we're playing through the game is on PS4 and PS5 through compatibility, so we're playing this on the current consoles. I'm playing on PS4 Pro. I think Chantrai's on a PS5. Maybe?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Almost. Nice. And we're talking via Discord. Hey, blurring. Ow. Damn it, I'm dead.
Hey, God, it's so good to see you. Hope you're doing really well, hey, God. It's been fun following your adventures on a variety of games, and I'm glad that VF's still in the mix at times. So good to see you, Agod. Nice dash throw.
Thank you.
Nice dash throw.
Okay, well, what I wanted to. Nice. Damn it.
I should have done the extra hit, but it wouldn't have won though. It just would have been less so.
Oh. I wish I could evade while I'm back turned.
I'm really glad that I can give you some stress here.
I can't do that in this game. That is something I think they could add, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I'm like, you know what? I think that'd be cool. Why can't I set when I'm side turned? I mean, back turned.
I didn't get the evade off. But the frame is tough. I don't know if I had the frames to do a proper evade. I knew you were going to do it, but I thought it might be sooner. I was like,
yeah, I hear ya.
Okay.
I figured I'd die anyway.
No, it's a good check. It's a
Go
good
for
check.
it.
But if she's doing delayed, ECD should be good.
Yes.
Like if she does a delay, if she does right away, ECD's gonna lose, right? But if she does a delay, ECD should be good.
ACD should work either way.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it should work either way.
Okay. I will try to work on it, but it's I still haven't gotten Pari on the second C6 B plus K, so I don't know when I can do that, but we'll work on it.
Damn it. You press the button instead of throwing. Too close. Ah, nice.
Thanks. This is what happens when you have to fight against like Tricky Eileens, right? Having to use like elbow like a lot is like your main offense. That won't work. Okay. Was that crouch dash into
9K? Yep.
Yeah, crouch dash into 9K. And this is just side kick right here.
Yes.
Nope, backdash, yeah.
I thought I'd catch it.
Oh, glad I held on to it. So dangerous. Unless you have the meaty. Nice punish to it.
Bring out.
Alright, I got one on the board. No, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun working on all of these things that you know, especially on the risk management. It's really hard.
It is very hard.
It does make Leon feel suffocated. I'll admit it makes the Leon. What's that?
And if you don't do the risk management style properly, you get punished super hard.
Yeah.
So like it's a style that is hyper effective so long as you're good enough to use it.
Yeah.
But if you're not, then it's not that effective anymore. So it's a really interesting way of playing.
That's what I love about VF though, is the risk reward in this game.
Yeah, like the reward here is fully dependent upon your skill. To like execute it with perfection. Nice.
Oh, I thought I got the jab in right here.
Mm.
But the hard part is, again, if playing in this way, we're not going to be buffering as much, we're reacting more, and that means a lot more of a delay attack. You know? Right. And so it's like, be very careful of that. It's, buffer too early.
Close. Too soon.
I need to punish better, but... Eventually, I will crouch dash that thing. Eventually, I'll crouch dash. It's so hard to do. It's really hard. Even against AI, it's just like, this is so hard. I'm working on it, but it's good. I feel like that's going to be like a year before I'm doing that. Yeah.
I'm trying to whiff punish throws.
You should, yeah.
With P plus, like that one, with PK, more, because it's more optimal.
Yes. much more secure.
Really?
Okay, that's where we're at now. Okay. But I love the tools both characters have.
Oh yeah.
She's got fast enough launchers. He's got lots of annoying adjacent tools. I don't know what else to call them. But sometimes he wishes he had her fast launchers, but I'm sure sometimes she has a good mix of tools though. So, but grass is always greener on the other side.
I wish I had some of your spring properties.
Yeah.
That's.
I will
And your
eventually
string options are really oppressive in a way that you have to respect.
Yeah.
Or you die. I don't quite have those. Mine are more annoying, but they don't command the same level of respect that Leon's do, because you'll just get launched. Alright, launch that. Oh, okay. Too close.
From side turn, what's the frame advantage on that? No.
I'm not entirely sure, actually. I just know I'm not unsafe. Didn't blah, I tried.
I'm trying to be too cute. It's good.
Good choice.
Thanks. It's just, yeah, and I was fighting Deniso 201's Jackie. I was he was uppercutting me to death, and beat Knuckle, of course. But I was also like, oh, Leon's uppercut is similar to Jackie's. I should do that more.
Okay.
Trying to be too cute. That's so dangerous to do against her. Okay. So use his string options a little, just correct ones, but try to use them, be a little more present with them. Glad you know how dangerous this thing is. The eye poke.
Yeah. I'm trying not to get hit by it.
But like, well, it's good that you're prepared for like the things that come after, and it's like, oh. Yeah, that's something I have to work on now for sure.
Too late. Uppercut?
Well, I was last second going like, oh crap, this might be a low punch, so I switched to 8K.
Oh, okay. Alright, I can't press there.
That's not true.
Yeah, I didn't press G again. Tech rolling and then going into guard is really hard for low guard because you have to like let go of guard and then press guard again, then press down. Or else you don't get a guard. That's what I didn't do there.
I didn't know about that aspect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Need to write that down. That explains a lot of situations, though.
Otherwise you won't get it.
That explains a lot of situations. Actually.
Yes, doesn't it?
All right. It's like okay, new thing on the VF6 list. Please fix meaty timing weird stuff. Like
Well,
I like the meaty
like
timing. I like the meaty timing.
It allows for like other things, like certain option selects are available to you because of how it handles it. So like, it's not fully a problem. It's just if you don't know it's there, you will get hit.
Yeah. That low kick option was good.
Really? That's back.
Glad I decided on a delayed throw here. There we go. It's a huge risk for doing that opener. I'm dead. Good round. Very nice.
Thank you.
Almost. Thought I had it there too. I did not. That was really fun. It was really fun.
Do some rhythmic changes there.
I love that again, I love her string options. In this case, they were used defensively in a great way. So it makes it hard to, duck and punish.
Yes.
Because duck and punish is a very scary skill check in this game. Okay, that won't work. I always thought that might work, but it's nice delayed evade there.
backdash evade cancel.
Yeah. Backdash evade's always good. Yeah.
That's right, Jowski. Oh, yeah, attack roll that.
That's it.
Damn. I was trying to catch what you were doing, but I couldn't. I had to either back off or hit a button. Oh, you didn't get side turn hit.
I was worried about that. I thought it was too.
I was likely too slow.
Nope. That was fun. I'm just like, my hands did it again. My hands did it again. Okay, don't. So I kept under control. I mean, anytime like an error happened, it's like, just hang in there.
Yeah.
don't mash. Just, like, if you input too early, it's okay.
Sometimes you have to just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome, Popes and Bagel. It's okay. Yeah, you're brand new. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're enjoying my content. This character I'm playing right now, her name is Eileen. So my name comes from this character. It's Tricky, and I use her, who's Eileen, so I go by Tricky. And my character is Eileen. That's a forward throw. Beautiful waiting. Post and Bagel, thank you for subscribing. Let's go. Appreciate that. So. Oh.
It's too aggressive. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh.
No.
So sorry, I was reading Punker's message here. Not, I was semi-focused, but Punker is asking. So it's a good question for us. I notice a lot of high-level players will hit with 2P, but then backdash, evade, cancel, box step a lot. Is that just to kill frames, hoping the other player will freeze up? Do you want to go ahead and answer? No.
It's to deal with a barrier.
Yeah.
It's a way to safely pull out information towards your opponent, and the only way your opponent can really stop you from doing that when you have advantage is to make a very, very risky choice on their part. And if you know they're going to do that, then you can bank that information for later. So it's a very safe way of gathering info. Even though you're giving up your advantage technically, you still have your advantage. It's just not being used right away. It's being used in a more movement-based way, which could yield to nothing, but over time, if you're good enough, it will lead to much stronger reads later on and more consistent wins. That's why you see it so much.
Yeah. It's also as you get to a higher level, as you fight stronger opponents, let's put it that way. As you fight stronger opponents, 2P normal hit doesn't really give you much. And so, because it's still a fuzzy guard situation, and it becomes like an option. So sometimes you're trying to get that counter hit more than anything else too, and so you kind of just learn to lower the risk a little bit, but also get information exactly as Tricky said. And sometimes, in my case, sometimes I feel like I don't have it. I'm too late in confirming what just happened, and so it's like this is. I think whatever I do here is gonna lose, because I'm too slow. I just missed a beat and I know it, So it's like I'm not going for. So it's kind of sometimes it's that, but I do think. Totally, as far as game plan wise and what's optimal reasoning, it's exactly what Tricky said. But sometimes it's just, I think you play a game so many times, you start to know when you have it and you don't have it.
Yeah, it's me. Same person.
Almost picked the wrong option. That would have been cool. Been cool if I went for uppercut here. I don't know if I had the time though.
I don't know if you did either.
I need to start evade punishing that, but.
I just walked right into it.
Yeah.
I was trying to dash guard and I didn't get my guard fast enough.
Well, I was just like, I think Tricky is now used to that I'm trying to play it as much safer in the neutral, so I think now I can, once in a while, pull out something like this.
Yeah.
Oh crap, I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Oh.
Forgot that I have a down. I forgot that I literally have a down button next to my guard. No, I have a guard. I have a down button right next to my guard, and I totally forgot that it's there because I never press it. So, but your set. It was an awesome set. They're all your sets anyhow, but this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let me see here. There is something I have to work on here. It's more of a mental block, and so I will deal with it. Damn it. Good. I like the sweep. I like the sweep. I really like her sweep. Obviously, I have no complaints about mine, but I like her sweep a lot, especially at the wall. And all right, let's be careful. This was a late ECD decision, which was a bad decision. So. Yeah. So minus you're +5, right? After that throw.
I'm not sure the situation you were talking about yet.
Okay.
+1 after what?
No, it's okay. No.
Okay.
We'll just chalk it up to me being at disadvantage and not knowing that. So.
Bye, Drowski. Thanks for dropping by. Apologies if I'm not super talkative while I'm playing Virtual Fighter. I'm just trying to log in, and it takes a lot of effort for me to do that. Playing the way I'm doing right, I am at the moment against Franchise Lion.
As we talked about earlier, VF is a very hard game to talk and stream at the same time. It's a very just because of its pace, of its rapid pace, right?
Right.
Oh, that's so painful.
Doing great, Central. Oh, my God. I swore you did the low earlier, but you didn't. You did the uppercut.
Yeah. Nice choice of shoulder. Oh my god, I thought something clever there, and it's like she has that. I got so antsy there. I knew it. I'm like, I have an idea what I should have done, but it's getting better. I'm happy with. Yeah. Nice side kick.
Thank you. Oh, God damn it. Trying to do shoulder. I took too long to get it out.
Alright, good to know that immediate option won't work against that. I will eventually get to PK that. I thought that this would work against it. Nope. You're like shoulder wins.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool. Almost. I tried the 4P the second punch. I tried it. Well, I was too slow. I was already stuck in the block stun when I did that. So, right? Like that's not locked, right?
No, that one is not.
Yeah.
That's in the front.
So 4P would have worked, but I was too slow. Okay.
Yeah. I delayed it too, so you definitely had. You definitely
I had plenty of room, so I was super slow. I was super slow.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's the state of the hands, though. That's like react mode, right? So.
Damn it.
love having a second mid. Like streams with like mid as a second hit are so wonderful in this game.
No.
Just punish it. Nope.
Am I negative there?
Too greedy. Oh my gosh, yes. I knew it. I was just like, my brain is behind hers. Shoulder.
Really? Pressing it right. Yeah, I didn't play right at the end there. So cognitively taxing.
That's why we love you.
So I feel it.
I mean, Tekken is also, like, but in different ways.
I don't want to do that, you know?
Yeah, I understand. This one always.
Gotta react to that. Really? That was pretty good.
Thanks. I had a feeling that what the set of options were going to be there. So.
I'm getting too impatient. I'm running out of patience.
Ah, I had it. I didn't believe.
Gotta believe.
Gotta believe. Gotta follow Parappa's advice, you know. But how has the Tekken been going?
Pretty well. I'm getting pretty good at it now, I gotta say. So, yeah, I think I can actually get pretty good at Tekken 8. I think I can get competitive, which is kind of cool.
I know you can, but I'm glad you believe.
I didn't believe at first. I'm like, I don't know. I'll just play around, see what happens. But, no, I can get pretty good at that game. I'm a little surprised. Partly because the way Eileen is supposed to be played in this game is like a Tekken character. Tekken 8 specifically.
Oh my god, this is like a Shun situation. Super crouch. Damn super crouch. It's okay. Leon has it too. That's just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
My foot.
It's like I might not have a crouch dash, but I do have a 2G. So.
I did. I have.
And I'm glad the 2G will work, even though it's a bit slower.
Get it out. Mm-hmm.
Oh, almost. I thought I had it. Yeah, don't not take damage. No, don't. Don't chase. There it is. That's the Eileen wall is here. Oh. Nice. I love 9P. Oh my god. I'm like I'm still alive.
I love 9P as well.
Trying to keep my
We're
brain
trying to
relaxed.
right now, which I've like in Tekken, if someone doesn't do anything on defense, you can use a slower move, which you can also do in this game as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and like do that basically a little bit more. I don't always have to play frame tight.
100%. Yeah.
I can choose to, but I don't have to. Especially if I notice you're not like barring much, basically, or barring moves that are frame tight moves.
Hoping that would work. Ooh, that's right. I'm minus here.
You are. Good to know.
Yeah, normal yellow hit. So.
I didn't know that.
Dang it. Now, at least I'm glad that I knew that I was side turned, but I should have still done something. And then I also have to. So this is the funny thing I've told others. The hard part is with Eileen forgetting that her Superman punch is mid. Because you're so used to Vanessa. and so it's really annoying because with Vanessa you have this reflex to like duck it.
That was too slow. I get punished for that. So hard. Mid.
Makes Vanessa's.
Didn't duck. Ugh. I thought I did, but
That's what.
must have been like 2 frames too late, something like that.
Oh, I spent like 40 minutes doing the punch option, so doing the mid option. So it's like.
Yeah, I thought I was fast enough. Apparently I wasn't.
like getting myself not to duck when I see that thing. It's so cool. It's like, dang it, why? She's not Vanessa. You're like, you will not crush me.
No.
It's like, I'm trying to wait for a moment, so it's like, nope, she still doesn't want to be crushed. So.
Never. Really?
That was a really fun game.
That was a weird round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this idea. I've just translated from Tekken over to VF. Not just like spacing, but like
No, the
expanding
speed.
my frame choices beyond just frame type.
Yes. Well, I think it's the same thing you were talking about that you said Nero is good at doing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which is to, like, if the opponent is playing a Bari, that allows you to play a Bari, you know. But it's also if the opponent is not playing fast.
Right. Negative. No, go ahead. Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. You said? Did not block it. It does so much fucking damage, man. So much damage I lose for that. That's fucking annoying. Like, Jesus Christ. Why would I take so much damage for that?
That's how I feel about Eileen's damage.
Well, like, it's a random stray hit. Like, it's a safe, like, it's just like a random, like, jab or some shit. I'm like, dude, really? I have to take all of that?
Yeah. Nice punch in between here. Nice attacking this right away.
Hi, Silver Balls.
Hey, Silverball, good to see you as well. Oh, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you very much. Yep. Good game.
Good game. Working. Working hard. I'll be hungry too. I wonder what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight.
Well, thanks for the compliment, Silverbolt.
Cheese? Maybe? Be fine.
God. I didn't believe.
Like, no, you don't get that. No, you don't.
Yeah. I was like, I shouldn't go for this, but I did. Alright, let's see. But, it's okay. Nice.
I knew I had to evade because you could do that.
Yeah.
And I could lose so much health. I'm like, you know what? Let's just evade out of this. And we'll take the hit if we get hit with a counter hit low, but I don't want to get hit into the wall and lose like half of my health. Unironically, because I didn't want to press a button. You know?
Yeah, that's too many hits. It's like I totally forgot she can kick like 5 times in the air. I'm just like I totally forgot she can kick that many times in the air.
It's really relevant, but apparently not one situation. It very much was.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't hit him at whatever he's doing.
It's the most kung fu thing ever. So you know.
It really was. Kung Fu theater. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's not a thing. Okay. I see. So in the future, I have to tell myself that ECD. I was gonna say though, in the future, I should do ECD guard. Should be okay.
What
That's
happened?
really cool. Nothing. Something I'm working on too on that.
Okay. Oh yeah. We learned that from like many months ago. No, I did. Yep. I had to make a read. Or react, which is tiring to do on my brain sometimes.
That's what Leon's supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on that. Nope.
Oh. Didn't block that. Fuck. Ugh.
So good. Yep. Was that a delayed throw, or was this just not advantage because of the time of the evade?
What was that advantage?
Oh, I was asking, did you do a delayed throw, or was it just the
I
fact?
did delay throw.
Okay, it was delayed throw. Okay. It's so hard to see it, but yeah, okay.
It would have been a side throw if I did it right away.
Right. That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. I delayed it. I waited.
It's like impossible to see delay throws. It's like, except for knowing the timing.
No. I knew I was putting my life in my hands Well, I did 3K right there. Okay. If I get this, I'm gonna kill him. If I don't get it, I'm dead.
Yeah. That was worth the gamble, though. It didn't use as much mental resource, so... You're like, this round is either a loss, but... I need to punish that. Too much delay.
Please, thank you.
Silverball, it's not wrong to root for Tricky. I'm totally okay with that. She is. She's an amazing player. And I'm honored if you feel the need to root for Tricky, so it means I'm doing something right, you know?
Feel like Tricky needs the energy boost.
So it's not wrong to root for Tricky. That was it. I gotta be very careful with that. Yeah, just pick a frame sight option.
Too slow, yeah.
Too slow. That was really good.
Pink cold peaches on taco stages, you should be more afraid of getting hit perpendicular. You should be more afraid of getting hit by the wall on an angle, which is about like 35-degree angle. That's the most dangerous way to get hit by the wall, because typically you'll get hit into a unbreakable stun state that you need a lot of help for that. But also you should be worried about perpendicular first. Yeah, like if you're at a perpendicular angle toward the wall, any hit will lead to a stagger. That's very hard to break out of. You can do it, but it's hard. So be careful. Mm-hmm.
Just right punch.
Safe on third. Nope. You're plus there now. Good choice. That is such a hard make.
It is. That is a lot to take for that missed uppercut. Yep. I love fighting on the taco. So,
Soon.
yep, there it is.
Okay. Nope. Give me those side hits. Give me my side hits.
Good game.
Good games, yes. See, with Eileen, you want to make reads like with your cancels. which is why it's useful to like not spend the reads on like other situations, because your cancels are so much more powerful in enforcing mixes than your neutral game is. Her neutral's kind of weak if you don't whiff punish stuff. But you need the neutral, because without it, it's hard to land other hits. Unless you want to just, roll the dice every time you press a button, which will work sometimes, it won't be consistent.
Yeah.
Like if they like that right there, that was me just rolling the dice. Same there.
Okay. Minus 13, right? Minus 13.
13, I think?
Yeah.
50 feet cable.
Minus 13.
Oh, even the side, okay.
Yes.
Try that more often.
You were trying to be tricky after the name.
I was. You slow? Button. I hit the wrong button. I deserve to die for that. 9K after stagger.
I will take. I will take the wrong button check. So attack.
No, those count. Those count.
They do.
Those totally count.
Well, this game is so much pressure, right? It's just because it's so rapid. The pressure is like this big factor.
Mm-hmm. But what your attention is focused on at the time, and sometimes you need to shift it very quickly. If you don't, you'll not hit things you want to. I did that low, so good. Mm-hmm. Really?
Okay.
Punish that, buddy.
You gotta punish that.
Just punish me.
I know, just punish it.
I book.
Oh, it's 15? Okay. That's 15.
Yeah, it's very unsafe. Very unsafe. Damn lows.
But you're Eileen, you're the low destroyer, you know?
It's hard against your style though, because you mix them low with your like relatively fast low crush.
Yeah.
So like I can't just crush your lows. I'll die.
I agree.
I'll get counter hit with it. So I can't crush his low. I have to actually block them.
That's been the way that I try to play like Leon since BF3, where it's just like I need to find a way to get people to not think about the lows, but
I think about them. I can't crush them.
Yeah.
I can't do that because I'll die. I'll lose too much health in that process because of the way your frames work out with your mids and their mids, not like highs. So it's not worth it unless I'll get better reward blocking and punishing it. than I will crushing it. Unlike most characters, where I get more from crushing it.
Yeah. Well, I also like that about his design, though. Is that he is just straight up will eat punishment because he's got the biggest disadvantage from his lows. Oh my gosh, could not weave into that. Okay, let's do it there.
That's too slow. And that wall.
I'm so glad that worked. So, I was just like, I saw the monkey walk. I think I can do this. That's scary. So it's like she still has that range. So, or more like I brought myself into range.
Right? Yeah, you brought yourself closer with that leg. Good game, Sanjay.
Good game.
And for the sets.
Good sets. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, I'm glad we're back in our swing, and yes, we will continue the method of training.
I think
it's still effective. I still believe.
Oh, it's very effective for me. Thank you. So, thanks so much, Tricky. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. And
it's a good time.
This time I was really focused, but next time I can hear more about your trip from China and like the things that happened.
Yeah.
Because I'm really curious to hear about it. Sounds like it was a good time.
I think, I think you'll enjoy the stories from China. It's been an interesting thing though, coming back to the States and like seeing the people that are interested, and then some of the people. You know, I guess I always grew up as China as this opportunistic place. So. Or a place to kind of like learn about and be curious about, and of course I'm of Asian descent, so I have since I was young I have a deep curiosity about it. But when I do talk about it here, some people are, I guess it's kind of like the way when I was growing up, the way people would talk about the Russians, right? So it would be more like there's like an antagonistic tone.
Are pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, I guess there's a geopolitical aspect now.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. But have a wonderful one, and
thank you.
I had a great session. I learned a lot, and I think I saw a lot of things I didn't do, and I saw a lot of things I was doing that I was making progress on. And so this sessions are always wonderful for me, and I appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad we will keep doing them. And it's also just nice just to like chat, like, keeps me socially connected and engaged with people. So I also appreciate just like the time we get to spend together. That's also, I like playing as well, but I also just like spending time together.
I like that we're spending time together, and I also like that. I like that both you and I try to answer questions on the stream. I think it's a really wonderful part.
Big same. All right, I'm gonna go play some Tekken 8 for like an hour and a half maybe, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
All right.
Thank you again, Sanjay. I'll call to you later.
Talk to you later.
Where did my
All right, that was a wonderful session. Everyone, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate everyone here. My app crashed, of course it did. So I can't see what the chat said recently, but I will open this app and see if I can. You gotta love the app always crashes, right? It's always doing that. But I hope everybody had a good time watching our session. I enjoyed the battle, so I'll make a few comments on it. So today. Yeah, so Tricky, when you play more and more at the higher level, so I'm going to respond to what Silverbolt said. Silverbolt said, Tricky always finds a way to change situations in long sets. 100%. That is an essential skill in VF. That's what is a big difference at the higher level of play, is you use a lot of us are used to playing like 50 or 100 games. Tricky only more recently did that. But she's always been very strong at that too. Um, and so her style of play is often that she's tinkering, and then but fortunately I became a threat early on that she couldn't just tinker, she had to apply more pressure. But she is still finding stuff and still making me work on a lot of things. So okay, so get back into what I was gonna say. Guard punish is always a big weakness of mine, but I made some more guard punish today than before, so I'm still working on that. It's not as essential for Leon, but it is essential for high level play. You have to take those opportunities when you get them, and yeah, sometimes when you mix up, you will get a good reward for it, but the odds are not in your favor on that. So because of that, you take what you can get at the highest levels of play. I did find opportunities to kind of blow up Eileen a bit, or to utilize the wall for damage. Leon is strong at... Leon and Eileen go back and forth, but Leon's, I think, stronger at the wall. And then Leon can ring out Eileen really, really well. But she can do the same. So it can be very volatile. So that's why today most of what we're playing is a very safe type of game. A lot of safe poking. I would use a lot of backdash evade, but then she would call it out. And she has the tools to call it out. Like Eileen, both Eileen and Leon have tools to call out backdash evade. So you kind of have to turn it into backdash evade, crouch dash, and defend sometimes. I think she saw early on that I was gonna be playing more, like, less risky today, and that's what I've been working on. So I think I did pretty well there. Like she had said though, Eileen kind of wants to whiff punish, or like if she goes for crush too much, it's too risky until she has a deep read. Deeper in the set, she'll have deep reads though. She'll know where to apply them, and I think that was what was awesome for Tricky today, was when she started going, okay, I can go for this stuff more. That was a cool wall setup. I need to rewatch that on the video later. So thanks for marking that. We will definitely have to watch that on the VOD. But yeah, let's see. I think I found a little bit more to work on in the fight, and so, well, a lot more to work on. But yeah, of course, guard punish is always going to be a theme for me. It's one of those things where Leon has weak guard punish, but again, you got to do it. And against Eileen, he actually has pretty good guard punish but some are a little hard to do. 4-4Ks are really hard to do, but if you can do the 4-4Ks though, it's huge. 4-4K is what we call a complex input, because it usually pulls you off of your control a bit. And so typically when you do 4-4K, if you didn't have much buffer room, then it's almost like you're going to throw away a frame to do it. So even though it's technically a 15 frame move, it executes at 16 frames a lot of the time. And so because of that, you have to kind of choose the situations when there's a -15 of whether or not you can feasibly do the 4-4K, because you have to pre-buffer it. So that's why complex inputs matter in BF. Simple inputs is like something that's like one direction and a combination of buttons, and so a lot of times those are the things you can guard punish with right away, or whiff punish with right away. 4-4K, you have to kind of think, you have to get used to knowing which situations you can actually do it, and then manage yourself in there. But even top level Japanese players do avoid doing it in some of the -15 on block situations. Alright, everyone, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to rest my back some more, and I will try to get some more VF in. Thursday morning, I plan to play with one of the Chinese players. I'm going to play with Li Ming, who's a Shun player. We've been wanting to... It's going to be a bit laggy, but we're hoping that the connection's good enough to be very good for training and situational awareness. And I really like Li Ming. Our personalities really click, so looking forward to that. I know that Jub from Sweden has been maybe just inviting everybody on their list to play a lot, but I do want to take them up on their offer. They have a really interesting Jackie and other characters as well. It would be laggy, but it would be fun playing them anyhow. But I imagine they'll be very difficult to fight. Yep, thank you very much. Yeah, Akai is going to do League tonight. So, again, everybody should join Akai's League tonight if you qualify. So, that's basically single A. I think now he's calling it beginner intermediate. But, yeah. I encourage as many people that qualify to go and play in Akai's League tonight. It should be a lot of fun. Silverbolt, I hope you can make that. And I think the Akai's League has helped a lot of players get a lot of the experience and exposure to VF that they really needed. So have a good one tonight, and I'll catch y'all later. If you do want to watch some Tekken, Tricky is streaming Tekken right now, and I think it's going to be excellent for her. So, all right, cheers. Have a good one, and I'll do a raid. Okay, this is a new interface. I cannot do it. Let's do the old interface. I think someone mentioned earlier about... Oh, no. I was going to say that the hard part with fighting Lei Fei for me is that a lot of... Lei Fei will punish you for doing a lot of things that I like to do. Right? So what are the things I like to do? I like to evade. I like to low punch. Lei Fei punishes all of those really well. So I'm working on not dying to that and managing the situations stance by stance, and I think it's fun. Alright, what is this? Where did they put the raids now? The stream manager? Yeah, that's where they put it. Always a new adventure. Okay, so what do we got? Too spooky, we got tricky. It would be tempting to re-raid tricky. Yeah, let's just go ahead and raid tricky. It's always a boost. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are already watching Tricky. What did you say throwing you off? Just fought on Akai and throwing you off. I see. Alright, have a good one and thank you so much. On the accent core. Let's watch this match and then we'll close this game. I'm gonna rest my back. My back is bugging me a little, but it's a lot better. It's way better than Sunday. Sunday was pretty bad. Alright, I'm not familiar with Fusuke. Tamagon. Alright. Gotta love the Shen clan. I love the Leon clan. I enjoy that like Binbo Leon has been streaming quite a bit. Binbo Leon is over 50 years old, but they play a very fun game. I love that there's the over 50 group for VF in Japan. I love that they do tournaments for over 50 as well. Those guys are awesome. I definitely plan to play VF in my 50s if I make it there. So, but my health is getting better. We'll see if it continues to get better. But my back hurts, so it's different. This Shun is really fun. Alright, there's the Leon side turn game that oppressed. Yeah, I think 50 is young too. I think VF is a game that you can play into your 90s for sure. So, like, I chatted with someone about it recently. I think it was blurring, but VF it's stressful, but it can also be relaxing. So there's kind of this give and take on that, right? When you get comfortable with your VF, it can be very relaxing while you play, even though it is technically a stressful activity because it's a non-stop rapid activity. but there's sort of a meditative state that you can be in a lot of matches. So at least that's how I feel when I'm playing. So like playing with Tricky now, yes, it was stressful, but there's a calmness to it because we're just focusing, and that focus makes you, which is similar to there's a cool video I recommend saying like why you shouldn't play StarCraft Brood Wars and why you should, but you should, right? And it's about how like, you know, like if you play StarCraft 2, you're not gonna have to deal with like the garbage ways that the scripting tries to handle a choke point, right? like if you send like 24 soldiers through a choke point, they just act really stupid. So you have to micromanage that on Brood Wars. But then when you get used to doing that, it's calmly meditative, it's addictive, it's a dopamine hit, which is kind of like in VF, where you get a dopamine hit when you're doing these movement options and you're doing the option selects, and you're like trying to just disarm the things that your opponent's going to probably throw at you, like even without contact yet, and then we fight, you know, then we hit. So it's VF has like this constant activity going on when you play, and we really love it. It's a feeling that we like. So, and I'll also say that when we're talking about stuff like open and closed stance or weights, I like that VF adds those, let's call them levels of detail, right? Do I have to do all of them? Actually, most of my game uses universal combos, right? But I am doing more and more open and closed combos, but it's not an absolute requirement to win. It's a tiny little edge that you work hard to add to your game, and to get that tiny little edge, it doesn't make you win like for sure more, but a little more. Some of those rounds that were closer would be won more with that. So things do add up, but those details you work for, and I like that they're in there. It would be boring if they were not in there, you know. And I think in VF we have lots of these details. There are combos that we do for damage. There are combos that we do because the Okizeme situation is something that the opponent's not good at dealing with, and so because of that we should do that more, right? Because it just means we're going to win more, right? And then there are combos we use just to get the person closer to the ring out or closer to the wall. And then there are combos that we use just because a wall is there. There's also combos that we use just for the safety, just to, like, because the Okizeme gets us safe and we're okay and we can still fight the neutral. So VF, you have those choices. You get those options. To think that they're not necessary, to think that they're too extra, it's an interesting idea, but I don't think they're too extra. I think they're part of the expression of VF. I think there's what makes the game dynamic, that you have these options. You could play these, right? That's why my Leon is very different from Domog's, very different from Jason Elbows, very different from Rental Animator, very different from Texas Leon. And I think that's what I love about VF, is that it's very expressive because it has all these options. And some of us will use open and closed stance stuff. Now, when I fight Taka, I have to use open close stance stuff. Leon's 6 PP is so good against Taka. So the list on Taka is kind of wrong. On front-facing recovery hit, Leon has 6 PP for free. So I can block punish with 6 PP. And that's a lot by itself. But on top of that, I have a combo follow-up depending on whether it was open or close stance. And this one's actually hard to see after the launch. Most combos, you can see the stance after the launch, and that's the best way to do it. But in the case of Leon 6 PP, I have to do it. I have to look at the stance before I do the elbow. And if I do that, then I'll do the correct combo. Not only that, one of those combos leads into a really powerful Okizeme Okizeme pressure that like is very hard for the Taka to break. So one of those stances rewards really heavily with both damage, but also with the Okizeme. So that one does require open-close knowledge, open-close stance knowledge. But I like that it's there, right? And then if you play Brad, well, you realize early on, I really should know my open and close stance combos. If I want to do the insane damage with Jackie, then I got to do that, but you feel rewarded for it. I don't know anyone that feels like it was like that the game was worse because they had to learn those things, but I understand people being afraid to learn those things because they feel it's daunting that they're there. But a lot of the time, most of the time in this game, you do game winning damage on universal combos just fine. This game is such a high damage game. It is a little different in like the VF4 to VF5 vanilla games because those games have a more strategic flow. The lightweights do way less damage. The midweights do almost heavyweight damage, and the heavyweights really do heavyweight damage. So in those games, the open close stances really matter. Like for Leon, I was one of the weaker characters in the game, and I had to use open and close to maximize the damage and to get the ring outs that I wanted. But it was not hard to do. It just took extra time to invest in. And it was a skill. Is it a skill barrier? It is, but it's not the worst one. It's not that bad at all. And it's not unnecessary. It felt rewarding. But also, I like that VF's evade system has got evade to front, evade to back. And the open close stance is a good way to play with it. And I like that it has that play. Taking away open and close could also adjust the way evade works. And I wouldn't like it if evade was just like either linear or full circular. I like the way that it is in this game. I really wanted to keep that very similar. So that's my take on it. But all these things, including weight. Now I do think weight can be streamlined more. I would be happy with a more streamlined weight system, but at the same time, it's streamlined in where the hitbox is less a factor, but it's more about the weight. That would be fine by me. It could even be very similar to the weight system now, but that the hitbox, because the hitbox, when we're talking about it, we're mostly talking about Vanessa and Sarah, and I'm kind of like, I think it would be nicer if, yes, Vanessa and Sarah are light, maybe they would be a light middleweight, but that would be like a 5-weight system for me. But like maybe the hitbox is not as egregious because I don't know if those combos were supposed to exist there, right? So anyhow, just a thought. But I'll catch you all later. Next week I definitely will talk with Tricky more about topics like these. And everyone have a good one. Let's see. Yeah. No, Super Famicom too, yeah. It is beautiful to have the choice and the creativity. 100% Super Famicom. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you stole some Shun stuff from Masared. Masared is an awesome person. Wonderful human being, wonderful player. Yeah, he's truly a gem. And he's just a wonderful opponent. So, yeah, I'm glad that you got to steal stuff from him.